What's up guys, it is Gadget Guru HD here from gadgetguruhd.com, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my setup for the month of January. In this video I'm going to be going over everything from apps, to ROMs, to widgets, and even cases. The first thing I'd like to say is that I'm going to be changing some things. Instead of doing a how to set up your Nexus 4 like mine video, I'm just going to give you guys a link to my website, which I will keep updated with the wallpaper, links to the apps, ROMs, and I basically have tutorials on how to do everything that I would explain in those videos anyway. Okay, now that we got all that cleared up, I can get started with showing you what actually is on my Nexus 4. I am still running AOKP. This is the build 1. I haven't really changed much, but this is one of the things that I did notice about AOKP, which is pretty cool now, is that you guys can see right down on the navigation bar, when you guys go and change some of this stuff or just go from different apps, the navigation bar will automatically change its transparency going from black to clear like it is right here on the home screen. Yes guys, I am using a launcher, and as always it is Nova Launcher. I've used everything, Go Launcher, ADW, Apex, just about every single one there is, and Nova Launcher is just hands down the best. It's actually so good that they actually pre-installed it on AOKP, so it will give you the option when you flash AOKP to use Nova as your launcher. The only thing I went in and changed is right here when you go into the app drawer, you'll see that it is clear and partially transparent. And you can do this by simply going into your app and widget drawer and changing your background transparency. So you say you want it to be completely transparent, you go to your app drawer and it is completely transparent. Now let's say you don't want it transparent at all, you like the background, just go all the way to the left and it will be not transparent at all. The only other thing I changed was in the desktop, and that is adding infinity scroll, which is right there, and basically means you can continuously scroll. And the other thing is not labeling the icons, which can sometimes make your screen look a little bit worse, especially if you're using an icon pack. I am currently using the monochrome theme, and there are currently a bunch of different versions of this on the Play Store and also on XDA, so you guys can go and search and find the theme that you like. Using Nova Launcher, you can actually make it so that every app you download is converted to the monochrome theme by going into look and feel and icon theme and just choosing the one you want. You can go to the default Nova Launcher, stock Jelly Bean, or monochrome, which is shown right here. The cool thing about monochrome is that even if they don't have an exact icon for the app that you're using, for example, Fandroid, monochrome has not made an icon for Fandroid, but what they did is they took the same background that they use for their other icons and just added the Fandroid icon inside of it. That way, if you do have an app, like for example, just you putting a regular Fandroid app, if you guys have seen that, right next to all those would make it look pretty weird and just not normal. Getting to apps, you guys can see down on the bottom of the Nexus 4 in the dock, I have a phone, Gmail, the app drawer, texts, and that right there on the right is the default ice cream sandwich browser, which comes pre-installed on all AOKP models. You guys can also probably find a APK on ForShared or the Pirate Bay of one of those if you aren't rooted. Scrolling to the right, you guys can see my games. The 4 games I'm usually playing right now are Road Trip 2, Temple Run 2, Subway Surfer, and Fruit Ninja. I'll also occasionally play Dead Trigger, Modern Combat 4 with my 6-axis PS3 controller, and if you guys want to learn how to do that, go ahead and check out my video on how to set up 6-axis on the Nexus 4. To the left here, I have more of Android stuff that I am currently checking on a day-to-day basis. I have Fandroid, which is basically Android news, Tapatalk, which of course XDA, and all the other forums out there. Pulse, which will have Android Central, Droid Life, all that stuff. That way I can constantly be updated. And you can actually set it to have a timer, say to update and give you a notification in your notification bar every hour or so. That way you're always like the first to know if something's happening. And of course YouTube, so I can check stats and stuff like that. Up on the top, you guys can see my notification bar, and I constantly go back and forth between using and not using it. Obviously this setup would look a little bit nicer if it wasn't there, as well as even removing the navigation bar. But I showed you guys my setup last month and it didn't have any of that stuff and was more of for looking nice, but this is more of a multi-purpose actual phone use. Now I only have 2 more things to show you guys, and this is new. It wasn't in my last video, what's on my Nexus 4, and these 2 things are my dock and my case. I figured these should be added because I do use these on a day-to-day basis. And the first thing is my Cruiser Light Bug Droid case. I do have a review on this thing and it is pretty awesome. You guys can see on the back that there are transparent circuits, judging from the name Bug Droid Circuit Case. And I don't want to elaborate too much in this video, but you guys can check out my review. And the other thing I used on my day-to-day basis is the Samsung Galaxy S3 multimedia dock. This thing pretty much does everything. I don't have a review on it yet. I'm still using it and testing it out just to get the full functionality of the product before I do give a review of it. But basically right here you can open it right up, and of course there you go. It does work with cases, unlike the $12 Samsung Infused dock, which I had in my other video that I've showed you guys already. It has a very minimalistic design and is probably one of the best out there. It is a little pricey. I think it's around 30 bucks. So if you're looking for a cheaper option, go ahead and check out the Samsung Infused 4G review I have, because that thing is great as well. Again, I will be posting everything that you guys see right here onto my website, which is gadgetguruhd.com. I'll have the link to the ROM for download, case, dock, icon pack, and even the wallpaper in case some of you guys can't find it. Anyway, if you guys enjoy this video or even this series, go ahead and drop a like. If you aren't already subscribed, why aren't you guys? I make great new tech content every week, ranging from ROM reviews, case reviews, dock reviews, tutorials, and much, much more for your Nexus 4. So go ahead and subscribe so you guys can be notified when I make my next video. And lastly, I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.